Welcome back, guys, to another Old World Fanatics Almanack drop review with Gommo and Andrew. Mate, how are you going? You recovered from castle assault yet?
Barely.
Barely. That sounds like me. I haven't either. I swear I've picked something up again after my second tournament in terms of... I don't think I recovered from Belcon, to be honest, but anyway. We wanted to jump on here because we got a good surprise last night, and we haven't recorded the podcast yet, but the podcast is... Our next podcast is going to be all on castle assault, so it's just stuff coming out everywhere, Old World, so we just have to get another video out. So we're going to review the latest drop of Old World Almanack, Warriors of Chaos, Assemble for the Dark Gods article that came out for us last night sometime. So we've got an answer, man. Chaos is up next. Warriors of Chaos. What do you think of that overall? Is that what you were hoping for, or you didn't really?
I'm trying to bring up, I haven't had a chance yet, but I'm trying to bring up to see that alleged
that roadmap thing.
Roadmap, to see.
I think it's wrong. I think they've got it wrong. Maybe not. I shouldn't say that. Because wasn't it Beastmen and someone else, like Wood Elves or something? Or maybe I'm getting that wrong.
I thought Beastmen was last.
Chaos and High Elves, maybe. Is that what it was?
I thought it was Chaos and Empire, but maybe it is Chaos High Elves.
I don't know. Oh, yeah, bring it up and see.
Yeah, Chaos High Elves in summer.
So it's all correct so far.
Yeah. Maybe it is right, and then they've had to like backpedal because like someone's getting in trouble, and then they're like, "Oh no, this is fan made."
Maybe. Wow. Well, look at that. You heard that here, 7th. Yeah. So all 5 are in the right order so far. I like it. Cool. Okay. We might see High Elves next. Yeah. Look, I mean, we always were under the first thing I thought is obviously the release schedule was held up. Like there was a bit of a rumor about that. And then I reckon it's just like gone bang, bang. And then they're like, bang, this is out again. Because we only just got dwarf stuff like for pre-order, like the second wave or something last week or whatever it was. And then bang, we're getting hit with, I don't know if the pre-orders are probably going up next week, maybe. I don't know. Like it doesn't actually say, but it says soon.
Are you going to pause on pre-orders for once?
For me personally, even like what I'm going to buy. Well, I've cut down. Like now with a 3D printer. I mean, we can talk through that a little bit, I guess. But I mean, I'm going to get the rules and all that stuff. But I'm going to do some research because my thing was I'm going to start off my. We better get into this review in a minute. But I'm going to start off my next full brand new army through that game. What's it like? Tale of Four Gamers type thing I want to put together, and I was waiting to see what came out, and if it was Beastmen or Chaos, I was definitely going to probably do one of them. So I might as well do this as it's dropping, but I will probably do a bit of a gander at all the 3D options out there as well as just the Games Workshop ones. That's all.
Yeah, Chaos is
so either do a mix or just get some of the main things from mostly 3D printed. I'll just see. I don't really know much about the range in like Chaos because I never have I don't have any Warriors of Chaos, so I mean I know the models, but I don't know them up close to know if that's rubbish, don't use that, that type of thing. So, anyway, cool. Let's just see. But yeah, I wouldn't mind doing it. I mean, plus because they're small, you'd get it out pretty quick probably.
Yeah, compact army,
Yeah. Cool. So yeah, we're getting the battalion box. So yeah, they've actually introduced all 2 waves so far, wave 1 and wave 2 in this. And I guess the biggest thing here is 25 separate kits returning in plastic, metal and resin, 2 weapon upgrade kits. Do you know if that was always the case? That must be.
Because
that's not new.
The Warriors, you get the halberd kit.
Yeah.
Halberd / great weapon possibly.
Yeah,
I don't know what the other upgrade set was, but there was definitely a halberd set.
Yeah, it's halberds and great weapons is the upgrade set, so I guess they sell them separate. It's further down. Yeah, cool. And then, but the biggest change here is no new miniatures scheduled in this release. So nothing new at the moment in this release. It does say, so I'm going to read into everything. So I'm assuming at some point. Yeah, do you reckon? Yeah, I looked at this and I was like, yeah, this is a good box, but it would have made the way they've well, like if this was the orc box, it would have been better if they did like some orcs, 4 boys, and the 2 chariots. That would have been because I think the orcs got a bit screwed with the goblins and the orcs and the chariots. But as you look at this, and it looks like an army, you just look at that and go, oh yeah, could field that.
Yeah. The only thing that might be good is like maybe swap out something for like 5 Marauder horsemen, like maybe
yeah.
I don't know if you need 10 knights or maybe one of the chariots or something like that. But it's a pretty good box.
Yeah, I reckon it is.
Yeah.
And look, we know infantry is probably lacking a little bit, but I mean, in terms of the look of the feel of what you want the game to look like, it looks really good.
Yeah.
And then 621 decals again. So they're going all out on the decals, but then I'm wondering, aren't those shields embossed? Like, where are you going to put the 621 decals? I don't know. It's weird. Oh, banners and stuff, for sure. But
yeah.
I want to have a look at that. Yeah, Gourmet's Chariot. There's the cool artwork on the Arcane Journal. It looks pretty cool. That's right in your face, that one. Yeah, it's a good shot. New artwork. Yeah, very red. I like it. It almost looks like demons for a second. Then you go, no, it's Warriors of Chaos.
Yeah.
It's cool.
Nice.
Yeah, 48-page softback book. That's all normal. We've got, lore scenario, 2 special characters, Gulrock. So that's that really ugly model dragon, isn't it? It's it's a bit weird looking on that one, isn't it? 7 new unit profiles. So I'm guessing that's sort of like the Black Orc Chariot type ones, hey? You know, like rebadging stuff. So I might have to have a bit of a think and digest on that and see what I think it might be. But have you got any ideas what sort of other options they might throw out?
Yeah, you're probably right. Like you might get like chosen chariots or something. Possibly. If that's not a thing already, I'm not too versed on chaos like you.
Yeah, no idea. But 2 armies of infamy, the marauding wolves of the sea and the mounted heralds of darkness. So like, wolves of the sea, it's going to be a lot of Kurgan sort of stuff, I reckon. Like obviously marauders. I think further down you've got those lycanthrope things. I reckon it's that sort of stuff. Mounted heralds of darkness worries me a little bit. All mounted chaos. They're already fast enough across with at least what I see with people taking at the moment. But
a marauder army would be pretty sick, like the more the chaosy Viking style sort of army or something like that.
Well, that's what I was thinking. I mean, without knowing what this is, plus seeing some of the AOS Marauder stuff is awesome too. So that's the thing. I'm going to have to go back and have a bit of a think about what models I would use if I went down that pathway, you know?
Yeah.
No, it's good. And I read that Riders of the Dead book, which, it's a bit slow in bits and it's good in others, but it really shows you the very human side of the sort of Kurgan and the Chaos guys, like they are... They're warriors, they're obviously worshipping dark gods, but they're not some weird ass mutants. You know what I mean? Cool. The dice. I'd have to get the dice if I get a chaos army, but then of course they look almost the same as my dwarf dice that I have here.
They do. I don't know. I'm a little bit disappointed with the dice, but they're not the worst.
Yeah, they could have they've gone the undivided color, I guess.
Yeah.
Not too bad. What have I got? 36 cards containing magic items, gifts of chaos. Yeah, that'd be interesting to see what magic items come out of this book. I mean, mostly we're seeing the Arcane Journals deliver pretty good other magic items, and I feel like Chaos already have a couple of good ones too, so it's going to be interesting.
Yeah. Nothing meta breaking so far I've seen, but
no. Yeah, so that's all pretty standard. Anything before we hit the models? Nothing that you saw that was confusing you or anything? All good?
Nah.
Nah.
All good.
Then we get Wave 1, returning in plastic. The Chaos Lord on the Manticore.
Yeah.
Which, I think he looks... Is he... Well, I'll get to it. Is that the same kit as the Chimera or is it different?
Totally different. I had the guy on the Manticore. I think it's a different kit, but
okay, right.
Is it?
I thought one of them was dual, but people can correct us. I thought one was a dual kit, but I just don't know what it was. But maybe
you might be able to tell with his legs, maybe.
No, I mean it's a totally
Oh
different
yeah,
pose.
they look quite different, don't they?
Yeah,
Yeah.
maybe I'm getting it mixed up. But anyway, yeah, the Chaos Lord and Manticore. These two plastic Chaos Sorcerer and Champion of Chaos. I think they must have been. I know this guy. I mean, I haven't really seen. I mean, I do know that guy, but I just don't notice infantry guys if I don't follow the army. But I've seen this sorcerer a lot.
Yeah.
The Chaos Chimera. They used to be everywhere in 8th. They were bloody pretty good. And then the Dragon Ogres, which obviously came in the Beastman Vanguard box as well. So they're releasing them batches of 3 by the look. So that's cool. And then 32 warriors. Is that right? Yeah. So basically just taking what's out of
nasty men.
I mean, I know they look very like static and not like AOS-y, but they also, I think on there, because these, I'm assuming they're on 30, so they're slightly more spaced out than what they would have been in 8th. Is that right? Yeah, they would have been. So I feel like they're they look pretty good there actually. I don't
I think they've got their own charm. I never minded the.
No, same. Yeah, especially because you got those options too. I feel like I don't know. Maybe they are worth looking into.
Yeah.
Rather than just printing them, but who knows? So that's good. That's all the Wave 1 plastics. This would be cool to get a hand on that. I haven't actually. Well, I'm going to try hook up someone, and I've reached out to some people to do a Chaos book review of the current one because obviously I haven't seen some of these monsters running around yet, so it'd be interesting to see what people think. Once you take, because my interesting thing here is building an army that isn't taking into account that it has to have the Chaos Lord and Dragon, I guess.
Yeah.
Even though you'll probably do that as well and have that option, but it'd be nice to sort of have a bit of flexibility.
Yeah.
Returning medals, chosen.
Yeah.
That's just chosen command, and I guess that's chosen like units, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
There's your upgrade kits with the halberds and the 2-handed weapons. So you just get them. How did they come? They're metal, right? Yeah, so they just came in little blisters. Yeah, cool. Okay.
Yeah. You just had a little blister with however many of them.
That's probably why I didn't notice them. I probably didn't see them. Some more characters. We've got the shaman guy. Looks pretty interesting. The horse is derpy, but he's okay. This guy's pretty classic.
He's derpy horses.
Yeah.
Some of the horses.
And then even this one. Like, I feel like he's cool, but they did him so much better in it. That new AOS-y type guy that's on that.
Yeah.
That Nurgle steed thing. It looks awesome. I feel like that.
Some of these guys on eBay are worth a heap too. It's kind of really good to see them come back. Yeah.
Yeah. No, they look good. Talking about Durfee. Sorry, I know Old Hammer are going to love getting these guys back without paying ridiculous amounts, but I mean, look at this dude with his mutation on his shoulder. They would have been awesome too. Would have had fun sculpting these guys though, eh? So funny.
Back in the day, everyone's like, "Oh, these are so awesome." And these days,
I'd probably rate them over some of the other ones I've seen, but still, they just look nice and fun. The thing that puts me off is that they're metal. I wouldn't want to be painting them. The Chaos Trolls, though, they're pretty legendary. I reckon people will pick them up, but again, they're still derpy dudes, but they look pretty cool. Yeah. And you just didn't see a lot of them, obviously, because they're probably expensive as well. But
classic Trolls, I never minded the classic Trolls.
You know how these are metal? Are these going to be made to order, or are they just always in? Oh, no, returning metal. Okay, so they're always in. They're just coming from England in metal. Okay. God, it's a big release, though. Obviously, Chaos had a crap ton. And then we got these ones, returning resin and or what do they call them? Like remastered resin. So there's this awesome Warpfire Dragon.
That is.
That looks bloody good.
Probably one of the best dragons
are like on that. Yeah, he looks awesome. So that's come back in resin. And then this guy, gigantic spawn of chaos. So I looked in the book. The spawns are on 50 by 50. So this must be something out of one of those.
Yeah,
this must be coming as an additional unit.
Yeah.
Obviously like the other dragon, but yeah. He's pretty good. You might be able to squeeze him on a 50 if you want to use him as your normal chaos spawn. They're not too bad. I mean, they're pretty tough and stuff. So.
Oh yeah, spawns are good.
Yeah. The skull cannon. That one's always been hard to get. It just sounds like he's not very optimal in the game. People are saying, but it's cool to see our first Chaos Dwarves back. It's funny. They keep saying they're not around, but they are around. Look at them. So,
yeah.
And then the Shaggoth.
Yeah,
that's good.
The old cannon magnet.
It will be interesting. Yeah, it will be interesting to see the detail, like the remastered ones versus because how what was this one? This was always for Forge World Resin, or did it come from Metal and then into Forge World Resin? It probably just was Forge World Resin.
I'm not sure.
Can't remember.
Yeah.
It looks like a pretty detailed model anyway. And then you got these. So this is where I was starting to have a bit of a think about, when they said the scope of the project's changed.
Yeah.
Have you ever known Games Workshop to put up an unpainted miniature?
No.
Like to me, that is like, whoa, what is happening over there? This is stuff that you see in Kings like Mantic and other stuff. Like to see. I mean, I might be wrong, but you don't see this. So I think it's positive. I think it's positive that they're like, hey, we're getting stuff out quick, and even if it means sometimes showing what's coming before it's even ready. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Nobody's got their hands on any to paint just yet.
Yeah, they probably just came off the came out of the molds. They're called the Skin Wolves. So, had you seen these guys before?
Skin Wolves,
the Monstrous Arcanum. Yeah, okay. Did you use them for anything else? Have you got some, or did you?
No. I did have some ages ago, but they weren't legit. It's, again, part of a pack of stuff that I got in an army. But I didn't use them. I didn't really even know the rules.
Yeah, because it was only I wouldn't have seen them in 8th. They must have just been on those. You could have taken them if you're allowed for certain. If you're allowed to take some of those monsters, from is it the Monstrous Arcanum? Is that what it was called?
Yeah, I mean, sure, must have been, but you didn't.
Yeah,
they weren't a regular sight on the rounds.
No, that's the thing.
Tournaments.
Yeah. It'd be interesting to see what they're like, and I'm assuming, I don't know. I thought maybe these guys might be in that, that Kurgan, what's it called, the Norska type themed armies of infamy that's coming. Hopefully, we'll see. But they could definitely fit into that. Yeah, so that's a heap just for. Oh, hang on, there's more made to orders as well. 4 units returning made to order. Chaos Sorcerer Lord on Steed, which that's not pictured, is it? No. And there's your standard spawn. And Demon Prince with sword, Demon Prince with axe. Okay. I mean, they're so tiny. I don't know why we haven't seen. What happened to that plastic one that's around, that Demon Prince? I've got one of them. The one that's a bit more just generic Demon Prince plastic.
Is that the one that is like 800 million worldwide, and you can pick them up for like $20?
Yeah. Are they still in AOS? Is that why? I don't know. Like, are they?
They've got a new Demon Prince. They've had a new one for ages.
Yes, I wonder
it's
why.
It's a nice Demon Prince too. But that old one's a bit, because I think they used him 40k as well. I'm pretty sure. Or
probably. It's just everywhere.
Big shoulder, friggin'
cool. But anyway, then we get, they go straight into, this is so funny, straight into Wave 2 announcements too, which I don't know when that sounds like might come out. So what was the Dwarf Wave 2 versus Wave 1? It was, didn't they announce Wave 2 before you even got Wave 1 in your hands? I think so.
Possibly. Was that like the Anvil? Maybe
and the separate chariot, or separate.
Yeah, Army Infamy stuff. I can't quite remember.
Yeah, it was something it was like 3 weeks maybe. I know, but it wasn't very long. Yeah. So I would expect if this other one goes on pre-order next week, these are probably only going to go on order like 3 weeks later or something. Suddenly, bang, they got 5 armies out in like 7 months. I think they're speeding it up.
That's
good.
Definitely sped up. Like from where we were to this, it's like there was that big pause, and then all of a sudden it's just like in your face again.
Yeah. I don't see why they wouldn't get another 2 out before the end of the year, to be honest. And then you put 2 more in like Jan and Feb. Suddenly you hit March and everything's out, and then they can plan for the next 18 months before they have a 40K release, you know?
Yeah, I'll probably eat my words. I think I was saying that I don't think they were going to get it all out, and it looks like they have. Well, could possibly.
I've seen people say this, and like I don't think it's this case, but I'm not against it either. Is if they went, you know what, it's going to be quicker if we just change the scope of the project by not putting new stuff in. Let's just get all the old stuff out and then do our next version quicker than we would have, and bring a lot of new stuff out. And so push off some of the new stuff now, and just start releasing the stuff that is already around. And that would be interesting if they're starting to decide. But at the same time, the reality is, especially going off that Games Workshop report, they don't make any changes to their schedule unless it gets pushed out, you know, for a year.
Are those rumors creeping in about version 2? Heard some. I don't know where they're coming from.
Oh, did you? Well, you're ahead of me, man. No, I didn't know. I didn't know anything about that. Maybe we'll talk about that on the podcast. Yeah, that's awesome. Okay, cool. So anyway, we've got a bunch of Marauders again. They're cool, but I mean, compared to those AOS guys, well, I don't know. Those is it the Darkhold? What are they called in AOS? Darkhold or something. Marauder Horsemen. What were these guys like? Because the actual dudes look pretty cool. Like,
what were they?
Actually don't look too bad. The horses, like, they look pretty good actually compared to these guys.
They're
these
not terrible.
Derpier.
Yeah. Well, they're like a bit. The guys on foot are like just remind me of like Mad Max, and then the guys on the horses actually look, a bit more legit. Marauder.
I mean, you look at I reckon they look really good. So should check that out. I might have I'll do a bit more research or leave a comment, guys. Let us know. Like, maybe, you know, it's probably that these guys were out a lot earlier in the cycle, and just never got a redo or something. Chaos Knights. Again, this is just splitting up the box basically, which is cool. You're already getting 10 of them in the starter box and 2 of these guys. And it's good to see plastic. Like, chariots were always a bit hard to get hold of because probably because they just weren't that good. And like, you didn't see a lot of them. It depends on the army. And so I found that, you know, sometimes they're hard to get hold of, but they're also good to like kit bash and stuff. And like, if you got a couple of chariots from different armies, like, just being able to do stuff with them is pretty cool. My gut feels
cool, you get like the gore beast and whatnot. I'm assuming it's coming with the gore beast as well, but I haven't seen the gore beast.
I assume so, but I don't know. That's a good point. I'm not sure. Is the gore beast chariot, is that in Chaos as well, or is it only in? No, it is. Sorry, I'm thinking of the the Beastman one called? The Razor Gore chariot. I'm thinking of the wrong one. I'm assuming it would have been a dual kit.
I'm 99% sure it was all in the one kits.
Yeah.
So you get the 2 options, which is cool because like it gives you stuff to play with and
left over. Yeah, totally. Yeah. Looks like we're getting 20 Warhounds, Chaos Warhounds. They're cool. I don't know. Like, I was thinking, I mean, I'm not really maybe it's the paint jobs. I've never really loved these models when I've seen them on the table. But at the end of the day, they're just dogs, eh? But I just wonder what other alternative ones are out there. There'd be a bunch, I'd imagine. So what are they saying? Arriving a second wave a little later. This includes Chaos Marauders. We went through that. It's a lot of chaos. Take it from us. If you type the word chaos often enough, it really does lose all its meaning. Anyway, the Warriors of Chaos will available pre-order soon. Wow. So, I mean, they've just dumped a lot on us on a Monday or a Tuesday our time, which I wasn't even ready for. Excited. It's awesome, man. Hey, look.
Yeah. That's good.
Yeah. So you excited more are you thinking now that elves are coming next? Because that's going to be your army.
Yeah, I'm hoping. Because I was going to look at just leaving elves for 6 and not really bring it over, but I think that's gone out the window, and I might try and do elves
I did see you
now
scheming that list yesterday.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
But you won't have to rebase now. You'll just do the converters.
Yeah, I'll just get the converters.
Yeah, cool. It's awesome.
No,
Well,
let us know. Fun. I just get really, I like mixing stuff up. So jack of all trades, master of none. So I'm not really good at single army.
You are speaking to the choir. It's like Gilthos said to. I think he said on our Patreon chat something about like you get quicker and you get better anyway. Just play more games. Once you play more games of the same army, it happens, which is good. Totally true. But at the same time, you can't fight your ADHD sometimes. Hey, I do feel like sometimes I like switching and change. I would like to just get a bit of a breadth of knowledge across all of them. So the more you're playing different ones and I'm playing different ones, we would. However, if you played more games with the one and just played a lot of games, you would end up knowing all the other armies as well. So there's no wrong choice, really. It's all for fun, really, at the end of the day. I just don't have a Chaos army, so I want one. Cool. Anyway, anything else, Andrew, before we drop it off? Or just, I guess I wonder if we'll get another Almanack this week, like a lore one or something.
No, that'd be good. Good game for that.
Interesting. Yeah. Cool. Oh, well, I hope you guys enjoyed our quick sort of ad hoc take on what's coming, hopefully in the next week or so. If you haven't followed us, hit the like, subscribe, all that juicy stuff on YouTube. And if you want to jump over and join our Patreon, just check out our Discord, I should say. Just check out our patreon.com/oldworldfanatics. There's a free tier, but also paid ones, and get you access over there onto the Discord. So until next time, guys, we'll...
love our Patreons.
Yeah.